No longer will I be musicless in the pickup. Some of you may know that I've never really had any type of audio system in the pickup since I've owned it, and I don't really know too much about in-car audio. I just know that I've always enjoyed listening to music and podcasts whilst driving, and I thought it was about time to, upgrade that. Instead of having a Bluetooth speaker on the dash, we need a proper in-car audio. Speakers, Bluetooth connections, and all that good stuff. I'm here today to do a little unboxing for you and show you what we're about to put in the truck. This is my 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit pickup. If you're not familiar with these, they're like the UK MK1 Caddy. It's basically the same thing. So I am very grateful that the people at Vibe British Audio have sent me these products today to show you and how you can improve your in-car audio. Maybe you've got a similar situation to me. We have a small little compact space. It's like a little single cab, and there's not much space, and you're very restricted when it comes to speakers and how big you can go. So hopefully I can show you today, the options that you have. Let's unbox. Now I have started with this one, but I didn't actually take anything out. So first up, we have some 4-gauge wiring kit. This is all Vibe British Audio, by the way. 12 AWG speaker cable, Vibe ground cable, Vibe RCA cable, and ANL fuse holder, and Vibe power cable. Next up, 10 meters of 16 AWG speaker cable. Ooh. 270 watt, 6.5 inch two-way component speakers. This is the Slick series, the 6C V7. So these are going to live behind the door cards. So you've got one on each side. Next up is the 150 watts, 4-inch two-way coaxial speaker. This is going to live in the center of the dash. So I'm not sure about the UK MK1 Caddies, but the USA Volkswagen Rabbit pickups do have a little space in the dash for a speaker. And mine still has the original speaker from factory, but it's really tinny. So hopefully this will give it some presence. Next, we have 1 meter twister pair RCA ×3. And last in the box, we have a 6x9, 480 watts high efficiency coaxial speaker. So this is going to be behind the seats, and we'll talk more on that in a moment. All right, let's see what's in the second box. Oh, this one is heavy. All right. Okay, we have the Optisound series, the DSP digital signal processor, 900 watts, 10-inch shallow active bass enclosure. So this is the Underseat subwoofer. And last but not least, to power everything, we have the 8-channel amplifier with 10-channel DSP. This is from the Powerbox series. Okay, so it's about a week later. I have been quite unwell for the past week, but during that time, I've had a little phone conversation with my good friend Perry, who knows everything to do with audio in your car, as I've mentioned before. And we've come up with a little bit of a plan. Let's see what you actually get inside these boxes. So these are the 6x9s, 480 watts, high efficiency coaxial speakers. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure I will at one point. We've got a little decal sticker there. Another one of these. We've got, I think this is going to be our plan. We've got some marine ply that I'm going to make 2 boxes now. It was originally going to be 1 box behind the seats, and this, I believe, is the sort of, as you can see, this is what you you put down. It's your cutout template. Even says there, speaker cutout template. And you place that down, you draw your desired, and then you can cut out. Not sure what that is. If anybody knows what this is, let me know in the comments below. And then we've got probably like a little catalog of all their other, yeah, which we've seen before. So there's that. So here we've got some screws and maybe some little clips, and we've got our little face plates. I guess they're called face plates. So there you can see the depth as well. 480 watts peak, 160 watts RMS. Now I am not sure, I still haven't fully educated myself within this whole car audio world, but we're just going to go with the flow. And so there's probably some of this stuff that you guys at home are going to notice, and I'm not, which is absolutely fine. We're all about learning on this channel, so we are going to have to make 2 speaker boxes. But because there's not too much space behind the seats of these Mark 1 pickups, Perry was saying to build the box and have the speaker, the sound coming straight up. So as I mentioned, in the dash right now is a speaker which has been there from factory, as far as I'm aware. It looks old enough. And I think it's about 4x6 size. I could be wrong, but that's there. It does work, but it's really tinny. So after speaking with Vibe, they said they're going to send a 4-inch speaker for that section, which is this. Let's have a little look and see what's in here. So we've got another little catalog thing. Got a template again, and we have 2 speakers. I was under the impression that we're just going to have one of these, and this is what I was going to have coming out of the dash. But actually, what we're probably going to try and do is pair them up together like that. I'll have to double check with Perry what he thinks, but I'm pretty sure this is the conclusion we came to. Inside the dash, where there's the perforated section, we're going to have this behind there. All right, let's have a deeper dive into this. The 6.5-inch speakers. Now, I didn't clock this already when I looked at the box, but as you can see, we have these little tweeters here. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what we find. Little wires again. We have our cutting template. We have a little brochure catalog thing. 1 box, 2 box. Okay, so we have our main speaker with these. Not sure what they are. Looks like something to do with those tweeters. Very nice. Like I said, I think after our conversation, we're going to put these at the bottom of the doors. What we're going to have to do is use some plywood to make sort of like a donut shape so this can sit on top of something, because if you were to put that in your door, cut a hole in the door card and have that, I think this is it's too deep, and so we're gonna have to then put something on the outside maybe of the door card so this can sit in something and be screwed into something. I think that's the route we're gonna go. So we have one of these, then we have this tiny little tweeter, I think that's what they're called. And then we have a slightly bigger tweeter there. Looks like a car wheel. We have that. That is ever so tiny. What we plan to do with these is put them up inside the dash. And there's going to be 2 on one side and then 2 on another side. Could even potentially have one of those tweeters in here. Like, maybe that could be an idea. And then maybe like another one on the top. Maybe another one on the top, perhaps. I don't know. That'll come with the installation video, I think. We'll cross that bridge later. Let's have a little look at the amplifier. There's probably not much to see here, but as this is an unboxing video, I thought I would show you guys. So we have, I think this is instructions. The Powerbox X80.6-8 DSP. The owner's manual. Okay, we have something that looks like it goes in the back of your head unit. I could be wrong. It's got some weight to it. Maybe these go in there. So right here we've got low output, low input, channel 10, channel 4, channel 2, 9, 3, and 1. And then here we've got a whole bunch of other things. Bridged, well, this is the speaker output. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1600 watts, 8 channel amplifier with 10 channel DSP. So it looks like you can control a lot of things from your iPhone, which I will be diving into and figuring that all out. Maybe it can control things like equalizer, you know, putting it from rock, jazz, pop, R&B, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully we can set our own equalizer, your EQ. That would be cool. But we'll dive into that when it comes to the installation video next. Subwoofer. Okay, so this is the 900 watt, 10 inch active subwoofer, shallow subwoofer. So looking at this, we have low input, white and red, so left and right. High input, we've got our gain control. We have ground, REM, never heard of that before. 12 volts, and then we have a little fuse, 25 amp fuse. It's got a nice sort of carpeted felt feeling on the sides, and it sort of looks like carbon fiber on the front and back. So it's literally everything is right there. So I just had a conversation with my best friend ChatGPT, and they tell me that DSP is basically like being able to control your music on a whole other level. You can tune this to make it sound like, you know, the vocals are coming from a certain area, you know, that you can have it more surround sound, if you will. And it used a comparison, like it's as if you're, imagine buying adjustable coilovers and just leaving them at factory settings and never actually changing the height. That's what it compared to with someone buying a product with the DSP and not tuning it to how it's supposed to and just leaving it as is. So there you have it. This was the unboxing of all the products sent to me by the wonderful people at Vibe. You should definitely check them out. I'll put links to things in the description below. So if you want to check out any of the specs of each individual product they've sent, I'll put it in the description. Join me again in the next video where I'll be installing all of these speakers into the truck. Hopefully I can find someone that will give me a hand. I'll see you then. If you are into old Volkswagens and you would like to help support this YouTube channel, then you can go to oldvolks.shop and get yourself a cool little t-shirt. Here's one we made earlier. All available right now. We ship worldwide. Thanks for watching.